Hey everyone, and welcome to Topictrick. I am so glad you're here today. We are diving into one of the hottest topics in the tech world for 2026. Have you ever wondered how your favorite apps talk to each other? Like how a banking app knows your credit card balance instantly, or how a shipping app knows exactly where your package is? Well, the magic glue behind all of that is often a platform called MuleSoft. Today, we are going to demystify it. We'll go from the absolute basics to some pretty advanced concepts. By the end of this video, you'll understand why MuleSoft developers are some of the highest paid people in IT. Before we define MuleSoft, let's look at the problem it solves. Imagine a giant global meeting. You have a delegate from France, you have a delegate from Japan, and you have a delegate from Brazil. They all speak different languages. They use different customs. Without a translator, nothing gets done. In the corporate world, software is exactly the same. An old mainframe database speaks a very different language than a modern website. A Salesforce CRM doesn't naturally speak the same language as an SAP inventory system. We call these data silos. The data is stuck in its own little world. In fact, the average large company has nearly 900 different applications. But here's the kicker. Only about 28% of them are actually connected. This is where the integration gap happens. When companies can't connect their data, they can't use AI. They can't give you a good customer experience. That is why we need MuleSoft. MuleSoft is what we call an iPaaS. That stands for Integration Platform as a Service. Think of it as a universal translator for the digital world. It allows any system, any database, and any device to talk to each other. It doesn't matter if the software is 40 years old or if it was built yesterday. MuleSoft was bought by Salesforce a few years ago. Now it is the backbone of the entire Salesforce ecosystem. It is used by over 90% of the Fortune 500. So how does it actually work? It isn't just about plugging wires together. MuleSoft uses a special strategy called API-led connectivity. If you remember one thing from this video, make it this. This is the secret sauce of MuleSoft. Instead of building one-to-one connections, which create a spaghetti mess of code, MuleSoft uses 3 layers. Let's use a restaurant analogy to make this super simple. Layer 1 is the System API. Think of these as the chefs in the kitchen. The chefs are the only ones who can touch the raw ingredients. These ingredients are the raw data in your databases or your mainframe. The System API unlocks that data. It hides the complexity of the kitchen from the rest of the world. Layer 2 is the Process API. Think of these as the waiters. The waiter takes the food from the chef. They might combine a steak from the grill with a side dish from the salad station. In tech terms, the Process API combines data from multiple systems. It follows business logic. For example, it might take a customer ID from one system and order history from another to create a full profile. Layer 3 is the Experience API. This is the menu. The customer doesn't see the kitchen or the raw ingredients. They just see a beautifully formatted menu. The Experience API takes the processed data and formats it for the user. One menu might be for a mobile app, another might be for a desktop website. Why do we do this? It's called loose coupling. If the chef changes the brand of salt they use, the customer doesn't care. The menu stays the same. If a company swaps their old database for a new one, they only have to change the System API. The rest of the chain keeps working perfectly. This saves companies millions of dollars in rework. Now, let's talk about the tools you would actually use. This is the basics to advanced part. As of 2026, the main engine is the Mule Runtime 4.9 LTS. This is the brain that executes the instructions. For developers, there are 2 main playgrounds. First, there is Anypoint Studio. This is the classic desktop environment. It's based on Eclipse. It's powerful and very stable. But the new kid on the block is Anypoint Code Builder. This is a modern web-based IDE built on VS Code. It's sleek, fast, and you can access it from your browser. In these tools, you usually don't write long lines of complex code like Java or C++. Instead, you use a low-code visual interface. You drag a connector onto a canvas, you drag a listener to start a process. It's very visual, like building with digital Lego blocks. However, there is one language you must know: DataWeave. DataWeave is MuleSoft's powerful transformation language. It's the magic wand that changes data from one format to another. Maybe your database gives you data in XML, but your mobile app needs JSON. DataWeave does that conversion in a flash. It is incredibly fast and highly optimized. Let's look at a real-world enterprise integration example. This is something you would see at a major bank. Imagine a bank that has been around since the 1970s. Their core customer records are stored on an IBM mainframe. This machine is huge, old, and speaks a very difficult language. Now, the bank wants to launch a new AI-powered mobile app on the cloud. The mobile app can't talk to the mainframe. They're worlds apart. So we use MuleSoft. First, we create a System API that connects to the mainframe. This API translates those old records into a modern format. Next, we create a Process API. This API checks if the customer is gold status or silver status based on their balance. Finally, we create an Experience API. This sends the formatted data to the mobile app in the cloud. Boom! Just like that, a 50-year-old machine is now powering a cutting-edge AI app. That is the power of MuleSoft. Now, why is this so important right now in 2026? 2 words: Agentic AI. Everyone is talking about Salesforce Agentforce and AI agents. But here's the secret. An AI agent is only as good as the data it can access. If an AI agent can't see your inventory or your shipping dates, it's useless. MuleSoft is the bridge that connects AI to the data. MuleSoft provides the grounding for AI. Companies are realizing that they can't have an AI strategy without an integration strategy. This is why 95% of IT leaders say integration is their biggest hurdle, and it's why they're hiring MuleSoft experts like crazy. If you're looking for a career path, this is a goldmine. You start as a MuleSoft developer. You learn how to build APIs and use DataWeave. Then you can move up to a MuleSoft architect. Architects design the big picture strategy for how all those 900 apps should talk to each other. The ROI for companies is massive. Studies show a potential 426% return on investment when using MuleSoft. Why? Because you stop building things from scratch. You build a customer API once, and you reuse it for every project. Reuse is the name of the game. Let's recap what we learned today. First, MuleSoft is an iPaaS that connects different software systems. Second, it solves the problem of data silos. Third, it uses API-led connectivity with 3 layers: system, process, and experience. Fourth, the modern tools of the trade are Anypoint Code Builder and the Mule 4.9 runtime. And finally, it is the essential plumbing for the AI revolution. I hope this helped you understand what MuleSoft is all about. It's not just a tool, it's a way of thinking about how data should flow through a business. If you want to see a full 1-hour tutorial where we actually build our first API together, I want to know. Drop a comment below and say MuleSoft tutorial. If we get enough interest, I'll make that happen. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Topictrick for more basics to advanced tech breakdowns. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.